Hello, Just Too Good here, and the LEGO Disney 100 Year Series, or Series 3, the 2023 May series of LEGO minifigures, has been officially revealed. I got these pictures from You Buy Poland on Instagram. These released for $5 in the United States on May 1st, 2023. And the first minifigure is Pinocchio. The design for Pinocchio is one of the most interesting figures of this series for me. Never have I seen a minifigure capture the regular Lego head, but also have a molded nose, which of course Pinocchio should have a nose, right? So Lego just made the regular minifigure head and then added a nose. I'm not sure if this one piece is going to have the hair combo already attached. I do hope it's separate so that people could customize this and we could see like, how would a Lego Mario look with this minifigure head where you could add the mustache there. There's so many possibilities and I'm excited to see where this minifigure goes. And this design does use mid-legs with some fantastic printing, some dual molded arms for the sleeves, and the fish from the classic animated film is captured on an unprinted regular minifigure head. So you do technically get a regular minifigure head with Pinocchio, but as his accessory. Jiminy Cricket is a minifigure in this series as well, which has a nose-like design, or whatever that translates to a cricket's body. The design of this is surprisingly well done, again with a specialized eyes and that quote-unquote nose in the middle, translating really well to just a regular minifigure head. His hat almost seems to be the existing newer bigger hat, but it doesn't seem to have the side buckle and maybe a different brim shaping, and it seems like this might be the same one used for a different figure of this series, or maybe these are just two different new hat pieces. Maybe I'm wrong in this assessment, but I believe the hat is new. Regardless, this render shows movable short legs, and I don't think the minifigure will actually have movable short legs. I hope I'm wrong with that though, because movable short legs would be absolutely awesome. And for that other character with the top hat in this series, it's Dr. Facilier, which I am probably saying his name wrong. This is the villain from Princess and the Frog, and my gosh, this is one of my favorites of this series. I love how they capture that grin. I love the printing on the top hat. I love the 1x2 tarot card print. Of course, some people are like, hey, maybe he should have toe legs. I don't know if that totally would have worked, but I would have liked that either way. But the minifigure here still looks pretty perfect. And with more Princess and the Frog, you have Tiana as well, which I think they captured Tiana pretty darn well. I love this new hair piece here. The green on her dress is gorgeous. I'm not sure if the open mouth facial expression is perfect, but I'm almost confident that will just be an alternate face. And I love the 2x3 advertisement for her restaurant. Cruella de Vil is one of my absolute favorites of this series. They did so well with this new hair piece and the dual coloring there, the grin she has, and that yellow for her outfit, as well as including Patch, which is a fantastic little puppy, completely new Dalmatian piece. I mean, what a combo here. Great minifigure and a great animal to boot. This series also has the oldest Disney character yet in minifigure form, which is Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. Oswald came out amazing with that molded head exclusive to this figure, which captures that classic cartoony look, but also adding a little bit of color with the trousers that Oswald has on, which carries on to the printing of his torso. And I really like that 1x2 of the director board cut. And it's really cool to actually get Pocahontas as a minifigure. I mean, a lot of people say that the movie's too controversial for LEGO, and LEGO even avoided giving us a mini doll of this character, despite having a full line dedicated to the Disney Princess series. To actually have Pocahontas from that classic 90s film in minifigure form is unexpected and fantastic. I love her swaying hair, which I love getting new hair pieces for minifigures, and that came out extremely well. Her open mouth expression looks better than some of the other characters with open mouths in this series, and they captured her outfit really well. And you also get some leaves in the wind as an accessory, as well as that 1x1 compass print. But when it comes to my favorites, it's probably the Robin Hood characters, where, yeah, I kind of like the anthropomorphic minifigures. The design of Robin Hood has a fantastic cartoony molded head, specialized just for this one minifigure, and it looks pretty perfect. The rest of the minifigure has some great printing with some dual molded legs as well. And people kept saying Robin Hood wouldn't have a tail, but you can see there's a hip design. So we don't see the tail just yet, but he definitely has a tail piece. And Prince John also came out fantastic with a very expressive molded head. I really love how they captured this character. I just wish this series had made Marion instead of Prince John, or just all three, but I get no Disney property gets 3 minifigures in this series, so I totally understand. But yeah, Maid Marian was like my crush, so yeah. And with all the anthros here, God, I wish we got Zootopia figures in this series. Come on, Lego, you could have given us Nick and Judy. But I understand that this series captures different eras of Disney, and 2016 is already captured with 2 other minifigures in this series we'll get to in a bit. And speaking of the number of minifigures properties get, Big Hero 6 just gets 1 minifigure with an interesting Baymax design. The hands on this minifigure are uncomparable to any other. Like, the closest is probably Lotso from the Toy Story line, but that wasn't even a regular minifigure. The design here has those bulky arms, but just a regular minifigure body, and it works kind of well if you ask me, to just the accuracy of the character. I'm not a huge Big Hero 6 fan, but I just like the weirdness of those arms especially. But like I said, they capture the character pretty well. And the accessory is this red platform build here, which again, I'm not a huge fan of Big Hero 6, so you're gonna have to clue me in the comments, which seems to have some prints at the side. I really wish this series had more Pixar movies captured, but I do love how we finally have some Lego Coco here with an excellent Miguel minifigure. I really hope this has an alternate face or head included to have that Miguel without the skull makeup, but still the design captured with that face print looks excellent. I love the new color for the hood piece, which has only come in a darker red and white before. And Lego uses an existing dog piece for Dante, which works really well, though I do kind of wish it was a new and exclusive piece with the folded ear, but whatever, I'll take it. I love the tongue sticking out. And even more impressive is Ernesto de la Cruz, which is a fantastic interpretation of the Coco character. I love the printing all around this minifigure. And honestly, the accessory might be my favorite part, even though the minifigure rocks. Just look at the detail on that guitar. The intricacy there is beautiful. This is one of my favorite minifigures of the series for sure. And another one-off minifigure in this series is Mulan. The design for Mulan seems to use a new hairpiece, which is slightly different from the mini doll version. Her design also has a great torso and leg printing. I love how they capture her eyes as well, something that not a lot of minifigures get right. And the design of the Cricket looks great on a printed 1x1 translucent cylinder. However, it would have been cool to get like an exclusive Mushu. Actually, now that I think about it, there's a lot of one-off minifigures in this series where you just get one character from a movie of the Disney world. Regardless, next is the Evil Queen. I love that new crown piece where it's hard to get just a crown with no hair detailing to it from Lego. We do have that original classic one, but there hasn't been much variation beyond that. The design here captures the look from the movie very well. I love the purples, I love the expression on her face, and I love the magic mirror, which is a very clever illustration using a minifigure head. I love the translation there. It seems to be just printed on a shield piece attached to a pole connection, which is an interesting take, but I think that works really well. And while it sucks that Snow White is in the series, don't forget that we had Snow White's Cottage as a leaked set, so I'm sure that'll come out in the near future. Sorcerer Mickey is a minifigure as well, which gives us a new headpiece that takes the existing Mickey headpiece and then molds on a hat, the Sorcerer's hat. Something that Lego has done before with like Fireman Mickey and Knight Mickey. And the colors and everything really jump off the screen here, capturing that classic Fantasia segment. The accessories are just the plain mop and bucket. And like Mickey, the only other minifigure in this series who has an existing minifigure is Stitch, which came in Lego Disney Series 1. The design here gives us a four-arm version of Stitch, which uses a piece that was only used in like one solo set, recolored and reprinted, giving Stitch his spacesuit. And also Stitch has a different eye expression where he has squinted focused eyes, which appears throughout the Lilo and Stitch movie, so that's really cool. One of the most surprising choices to me is the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland. Of course, Series 1 gave us 2 Alice in Wonderland characters. It's just that the Queen of Hearts is kind of a hard character shape to capture, but dang, LEGO did this minifigure super well. I love the use of the existing dress piece at the bottom there. The hair crown combo looks fantastic. I love how that came out, and that grin on her face is really expressive to capture her just demeanor from the movie. One of my favorite minifigures of the series, if I had to say. And finally, we have Princess Aurora Sleeping Beauty. The design of this, of course, appeared as a mini doll before, but to get a completely new minifigure with a new hair piece that's a hard plastic instead of that rubbery mini doll version is very welcome. And it seems like that hair piece has a hole at the top where you could just attach an existing crown piece, so that'll be very usable outside of the setting. And the look with her pink dress came out fantastic. And of course, she has an owl as an accessory, which LEGO just loves pairing her with owls. That's it for the Disney 100 series. If I had to choose my favorites, it would be the 2 Robin Hood minifigures, Ernesto de la Cruz, Cruella de Vil, and both evil queens. I think even the Queen of Hearts just a little bit more than the Snow White one. And one thing that's so awesome with this series is that it has 18 minifigures again, like the previous Disney series. Recent series have only had 12. Like, dang it, LEGO should have made the Muppets minifigure series 18, but whatever. Let me know in the comments which ones are your favorites out of this whole series. Subscribe to the Just Too Good channel by clicking that subscribe button. It helps me out and it'll help you out for latest LEGO news and fun LEGO videos. And I'll see you later. Peace out. Bye.